More than likely, if you came across this video, you're experiencing a panic attack or you've recently experienced a panic attack. And I just want to let you know that that's okay. I mean, I used to be someone who experienced panic attacks all of the time. I'm talking daily, and they were very severe. And now, many years later, I'm in a position where panic attacks don't even show up in my life anymore. And if they ever do, I know how to handle them and deal with them accordingly. I would go as far as to say that I'm cured. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about this video is going to be what I did to deal with my severe panic attacks until I was able to understand them and manage them. So, first of all, what I did was I would occupy all of my senses. And so, what that looked like is I would have my audio covered, visual, touch. I would even have a drink of like food or water. And so, what audio looked like was I would be listening to mental health podcasts like this one, or just general podcasts about a topic that could shift my mind into something more engaging and less worrisome. And then, so for my visual and touch, I would play a game. For example, I literally would just drive around in Rocket League, and I wasn't trying to win or anything. I was just having my senses occupied. And then I would also, like I said, have food and drink. And so what that looked like would just be any food that you can think of and any drink that you can think of, as long as it didn't have like caffeine or alcohol. Because yeah, you really do not want to be doing drugs or alcohol at this moment in time, and I'll touch on that in a little bit here. So yeah, that's the first thing I would do, was occupy my senses. Next, I'm going to talk about my mindset that really helped pull me out of this. First, just not being afraid of the panic attack. So that's just one thing that you're just going to have to learn to do, is just accept it and realize that it's not going to kill you. But I digress. The biggest one that I think is going to really help you is going to be the concept of this too shall pass. And so I've got a great visual for that I learned from my therapist. Whenever I first learned about this concept of this too shall pass, um, she was holding a mouse in her right hand, and she fully extended her right hand all the way out, and then she slowly brought the mouse from the right all the way, put it in her left hand, and then all the way out until her left hand was at full extension. And that just really helped me have a visual for whenever I was having a severe panic attack. It's like, oh yeah, this panic attack is not going to last forever. It literally can't last forever. There's going to be a time soon whenever my mental state is back at normal baseline, like it was, a few hours ago or whatnot. All right, so these are just going to be coping techniques that I used for dealing with the panic attacks until I was fully able to understand what my panic attack is. Because really, you're not going to be able to get to a place where these are not affecting your life until you fully understand what's going on with your mind and your body. And also, I want to touch on earlier I said don't do drugs or alcohol right now. So this is actually very important, because while that might make you feel better in the moment, there's a good chance that these are causing your problems. A lot of you listening to this right now are experiencing a severe panic attack, but you also binge drank like 3 days ago. And you can really still have, if you had a severe binge drink, you can still be experiencing anxiety from that for up to, 2 weeks. Same thing with drugs. You guys, I really hate to break it to you, but if you want to manage these panic attacks and if you want to be panic attack free, you're really going to have to look at cutting out drugs and alcohol. Other things that is really going to be the biggest needle mover is going to be consistent exercise and sleep. But yeah, guys, just to recap, what I did to manage my severe panic attacks until I was able to figure them out and deal with them, I would occupy all my senses. So I would listen to something like a podcast, and then I'll play a game and eat and drink some food. Especially if you're having like a weed panic attack or something like that, that's known to drop your blood sugar. So that's a big tip if I have for you. If you're gonna have a panic attack while smoking marijuana or consuming marijuana, you are going to be way better off if you eat some like nice sugary filling foods. And yeah, so I just want to reassure you that you can get through this, and I know you will get better. I did, so like if I did it, you can do it too. You are going to make it through this. And one thing I wish I could have done when I was in your shoes was have the ability to zoom out and see that I'd be okay. And that's really what this channel is all about. Is I, like I said, was playing video games and listening to audio podcasts, trying to figure out this mental health problem that was going on in my life. And I would have really, really, really appreciated hearing this message. So, anyways, you've got this.